Hey, this is Dan
And Bob
from GigaBoots.com, and welcome to GigaBoots Podcast number 86.
I'm sure it's that number.
We're gonna name this one
Again?
We're gonna name it something good. And though I appreciate the avant-garde approach that was naming last week's 9/20/18, I feel like we can't continue to subtitle these fucking podcasts like that. These people deserve better, just like we deserved a better lens, which is what you're seeing us through now. It's our 4K Cats lens.
Maybe we call it the Tamron.
People are going to be like, why is this one named after a lens? And then they're going to watch the first fucking 15 seconds to decide we're so goddamn stupid they should never watch another video from us. And this won't just be people who already watch us. This will be people who find us for the first time searching video games, Tamron.
Look, they know what they were. They were after some high quality Tamron footage, and that's what we provide.
I mean, weirdly enough, you're not wrong. If I was out there, I would be like, I want to see footage of this lens. Didn't we have a name for this lens? I feel like I named this lens, and then
was it God, it was Funky Boy.
Funky Boy. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we should call it GigaBoots Podcast number 86, Funky Boy.
Maybe that's a better name.
That way, it's a double reference. One to what we named what we named the lens, and then two to one of the best animes. Extra points to anyone in the chat who can figure out what anime. Hey, Cywolf. Hey, Spaceman. How's it going, everyone? That's right. Luigi and Firehawk got demoted to everyone.
Oh, no.
So where's the new noodles on your desk? Come on, you're getting cash inflow. Buy some new noodles already. To be honest, some of the noodles that were here before are gone now because I ate them.
Right.
Because I'm just...
They still have the old standby cup noodle. It's been torn into by
Mega Man. He was real hungry.
Yeah.
We got a bit from Spaceman. Thank you, Spaceman.
Thanks.
4 days till Mega Man 11.
Yeah.
Coworkers, every time they're like, hey, how's it going? I tell them I feel like I'm at the end of a tunnel. And they're like, why? And then I go, I've been waiting 22 years for them to try on another Mega Man game and give it the production values it deserves. And we're there.
Right?
And it's next week, and I also have 4 days off, all in a row.
Jesus.
And also next week starts me not having 3 days off of my availability so I can work on the channel more.
Ooh.
So that's why I feel like I'm at the end of a tunnel. I'm finally going to be able to catch up on stuff. I'm finally going to be able to balance my life at all.
Right.
And Mega Man 11 comes out. Next week might be the best week of my life. Who knows?
Or
There's probably going to be some pretty good jokes in the Wily Castle.
You think?
I think Bass is going to be there.
Oh, man. Yeah, Bass
is going to get
hasn't
owned.
shown it all. Protoman hasn't been shown it all. I have to wonder if they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be crazy if they just weren't there at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's happening. Hey, Madewalk Herd. How's it going? But yeah. I think it's... Whoa, Vox, what is this? I'm having my tooth pulled next week. Nice. What the fuck? What happened to your tooth? Says guy with chronic teeth problem.
Right? It's like, it's bad news.
But I guess we should talk about what we've been playing. Hey, Bob.
Sure.
Do you want me to go first or you go first?
I mean, do you have any this week? Should I just go?
Sadly, I do.
Okay.
I've only had 2 days off from work for the last 2 months, and it's been really hard to get work done on GigaBoots. It's been really stressful, and I haven't been able to sleep or whatever, right?
Right.
And this time I'm like, I'm going to do the work to get the Framemeister versus OSSC video dubbed. Just record the audio for it. I'm going to work extra hard. I relapsed and played 12 hours of Overwatch at like 6 in the morning both days.
Oh, no.
I played like 6 hours both days. I got 2.5 hours of sleep one of those days because of that.
Sad to hear, Vox.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That sounds familiar. Oh, man. That is sick. Yeah, good luck. But yeah. relapsing into an Overwatch addiction.
Yeah,
Kinda not great.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of time used.
Yeah, that's a
But you tried it on the Xbox One, right? That's what most of that was.
Okay, we can talk about that.
Okay.
So the Xbox One has a headset jack at the bottom of the controller. It's a 3.5mm jack, kind of like a standard stereo jack.
Yeah.
You can't plug the output from a stereo signal into it and have it work. You need some other converter box. So I'm sitting here. I have a coworker who plays Overwatch on the Xbox One, and I'm like, "Oh, we have an Xbox One X. I would love to play it on the Xbox One. Let me see how hard it could be to get our proper audio interface, the thing you're hearing right now, and get that hooked into the Xbox One, so that way I can be sitting there and be like, I'm getting too old for this." And, you know, the usual thing I do in Overwatch to have fun. It's not directly from the mono and Firehawk. It's not. But, oh, you're saying on the controller. Yes, that is why. So in any case, so I could get that converter box, but I was like, whatever. Let me just play this on the Xbox One and see how that goes. Terribly. I am so used to mouse and keyboard. There's so much latency. It is so awful. Our TV maybe doesn't have the best 4K input latency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So between the controller and the additional input lag and everything else, I'm like, man, this is nowhere near as fun as it is on PC. But you know, with the announcement of some of the news later involving crossplay, who knows? Maybe Destiny and Overwatch someday will be ultimate crossplay central.
That would be pretty nice to see.
I would love to team up.
I have to wonder, was Destiny just because it runs at 60 on PC and 30 on console, if that would dissuade them from doing that?
Well, I mean,
I could see the two consoles going together, but
maybe you've just filtered competitive. There's no reason to filter co-op, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Dan versus input latency always with the salt. I mean, it is pretty bad though. My monitor over there is about 10 milliseconds of input lag, and the TV's 23.5 in 1080p and much higher in 4K and much higher in 4K HDR.
yeah, I think we tried to play God of War like that for a little while. I was like, no, crank that on back.
It was pretty bad. This year's model does actually get that level of input latency on 4K and HDR.
That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. Like, they did a great job on that. The only thing they need to do now is incorporate a 240 hertz refresh so they can have an even better black frame insertion mode, and also variable rate refresh so that way they can do FreeSync. I think those are the two last things they need to do with these TVs. Oh, and of course, it's always great to make it brighter.
Yes.
Because the model after ours also makes it brighter.
I didn't put it in the news because I didn't feel like it was newsworthy,
Okay.
but apparently Devil May Cry 5 is supposed to be 4K 60 on the PS4 Pro, which I didn't really expect, but it's got to be, you know, doing some sort of temporal stuff.
Absolutely. Well, no, just checkerboard,
yeah.
which you could consider temporal, but it's a whole nother layer of like bullshit. But anyway, yeah. Oh, what are you talking about, Firehawk? The variable rate refresh? Because that's already on TVs. It's on Samsungs. But that's cool. That's cool that they announced that, at least. I mean, of course it would. Like, I don't know many high-profile PS4 Pro games that aren't 4K. I do hope the Xbox One X version is 4K, not 4K.
Right. I'm not counting on it, but yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be. What else? Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think you can get 4K plus HDR plus anything else at low latency anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, that's
because HDR is such a cluster. God. Let's not talk about that, though. What else did I play? I played something. I played Test Out the New Lens, and as it turns out, guys, the Sigma was adding the magenta shift. It wasn't some sort of downsampling the log signal in the camera and shooting it over HDMI and then the capture card getting it. That adds this weird magenta shift that I tried to counteract in OBS. No, it's just the lens. That lens, the Sigma lens, is a really nice lens. Very sharp. It's 1.7 f-stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
It's cool stuff.
Yeah, it's a magenta shift. I didn't know. I've been battling that shit for years and didn't realize it was the lens because we really just had one main lens.
Yeah.
This is also upsetting from the standpoint that is the Sigma 18 to 35 1.7 is considered like the workhorse lens of a huge majority of the videography industry. So if you think about, man, how many people know to counter the magenta? Like, you know?
Right.
Because some people just use the footage as it is in camera.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know what to do with the Sigma lens. With Dan's mouth being covered, you could dub it anything. Well, I guess I'll move over here slightly. Also, haha, you guys cannot see my feet this week. Ha
Own the libs by not showing your feet.
Yeah. Take that, libs. Yes, our camera went Maverick. But yeah, so I don't know. We may just get rid of the Sigma. God knows we're getting rid of the Blackmagic Pocket CinemaCam specific adapter. So we may just get rid of both and then buy a new Canon lens that fills the need of that.
Yeah, it probably makes sense.
I don't know. But let's see. What else have I figured? Anything else this week? It's been a lot of personal stuff eating up my time this week, so I won't be going into detail about that. But I'm trying. We are rearranging. I guess this is in between podcasts. We're rearranging the living room. We're building furniture and shit and reorganizing stuff, and it looks really nice. And we're gonna make a behind the scenes for Patreon. Normally I cut music over those, but I feel like this one I actually won't.
No Dragon Quest theme?
I'm not using a lavalier.
Oh yeah.
And to be honest, the music kind of. I've gone back myself and watched a lot of our behind the scenes stuff, and I kind of prefer it not have the music, you know? Are you and Bob moving in together? Is there going to be a happy announcement? No, it's still Bob's house. It's just the living room has kind of been suboptimal.
Right, and it's...
to say the least.
I wouldn't even call it a living room. It's more of a production
studio,
bay.
Yeah, which is why it's like... I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, so that feels great getting that settled and over there because it's almost completely done.
Yeah.
I know we ordered some stuff from Amazon.
Oh yeah, one of those things showed up today. I totally forgot to take it out.
Hey Bob,
what's up?
I literally forgot what we ordered from Amazon because I did it.
It was
so exhausted. A component switch.
Component switch is one of them.
Okay, that's good. We do need another.
I don't remember what the other thing was. I think it might be an
8-port HDMI switch. I don't know if I ordered the second one. I should have.
We should have.
I should have stopped being a fucking coward. Data's gonna optimize the living room to reduce input lag. See, there you go. Pass the remote says it's okay if I buy this year's model of our TV. That's how you optimize the living room for input lag.
Yes.
No, we're gonna get this big.
We'll just off on
Xeon.
Not Xeon. I'm sure
no, on aggro.
Yeah.
Xeon doesn't have money. That guy's faking it. Whereas that aggro guy, he's making it. You know how you know aggro has money? Because he doesn't run his own YouTube channel. That's how he has money. It's shockingly true. Right. If you put a third of the time we put into the channel into a job.
Yeah, I guess if you just worked a second job, you could easily make way more money,
than we make. But you know,
that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. But jokes on him. We're gonna get YouTube famous for our cat videos.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's all planned out.
That's where the real money's at, you guys. Get funding from Handsome Joe or Jim Rat Gazer. Why do they keep calling him? Do you guys need him to be called Jim Tit Gazer? Is that what you need?
That might get the point across.
Jim Boob Looker?
Jim the Witcher.
Titcher.
There we go.
But yeah, I don't know. See? Vox is one end of the slider, and Handsome Joe is the other.
Oh, man.
Jim Pratt Gazer, because he's always looking at your comedy act. I liked it. But, okay. Bob,
what's up?
I think that's everything I've played this week. Pretty sure. We did do that nice Super NES stream.
Oh yeah,
That was really fun. I'm really glad everyone showed up for that. We did the viewer request SNES game roulette. Oh man,
your soul.
I'm gonna bet that is. Thank you, Nikon, for following us on Twitch. We still haven't put the overlay there for it to say what. It's just gonna play sounds. Our podcast is suboptimal. But in any case, I like Jim because he liked my tweet about 10 great anime titties. That is his wavelength as a human.
Right.
But yeah, no, that was really cool. I liked the Kendo Rage game we played.
Yeah, that game was crazy.
That was great.
It was insane.
Yeah, no, Kendo Rage was really fucking awesome. What was it? We met up with Xeon after that, and so when you get that overlay, I demand a redo. We'll see.
The overlay just literally like playing all of the things we've gotten since we started.
Oh, just it buffered it?
Yes.
So we just let it run for an hour on its own. And we're just like, doing Twitch is so much harder than YouTube. But yeah, Kendo Rage was really good. Xeon, we met up with him for Whataburger afterwards, and he was like, that game looked really shit. And I'm like, Bob and I have played a lot of really aesthetically neat anime-inspired or anime-based video games that most people haven't played, like on Genesis and stuff. And compared to one of those, that was actually one of the best.
Right.
So that's kind of surprising.
It was way better than, oh my god, I can't remember the name of that.
Sword
that
of Valis?
No, not Sword of Valis. It was one based on an anime.
But it was the Ava production team, Gainax. It was Gainax.
No, not that one.
No,
it was literally based on an anime. It was, yeah.
I got nothing.
Yeah, like vampire or something. I don't know.
But yeah, we have that up over on YouTube. That was an awesome stream. We're doing a vote right now, which you can see in the Discord how that's going. N64.
The Discord.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to go over here to smash.
Wait, these are
YouTube chat buttons. Bob almost tricked me into doing something stupid. If you go over to our YouTube live page to read the chat,
yeah, that makes sense.
You'll see a link to our Discord. No, we didn't play Pocky and Rocky on that stream. Maybe some future stream.
Yeah, we've done that on previous streams. I really like those games.
Yeah, Bob's always been a huge fan of Pocky and Rocky. He also likes ninjas and Pocky and that thing. But yeah, it looks like N64 is winning the poll so far. To
hopefully these people can find us some N64 games worth playing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Every N64 game is worth playing.
I mean, there's the big ones everybody knows, and then there's like nothing, and then there's Goemon, and then there's nothing.
What are you talking about? What about Chameleon Twist?
That sounds awful.
What about Glover?
That sounds really bad.
I saw played either of those.
I saw the box.
You haven't played either of those.
I was like, no.
He hasn't played either.
I haven't played them. I guess now's the chance to play them.
Yeah. And just like the last one, where's the poll in what room? I think it's under the announcements. If you look back to about Sunday. Yeah, Spaceman Spiff.
Okay.
Or sorry, Spiff Man Space. Has a lot of N64 recommendation. So there you go. Maybe someday we'll get around to a Sega Master System stream, but it would help to have a Sega Master System or a Sega Master System adapter for the Sega Genesis. Because the analog NT can be a little shaky.
Yeah.
On that sort of thing. We do have Mega Man 64.
Just have the box.
We have the ability to play Mega Man 64.
We do.
And we have the box. What a nice box. Look at that.
Man.
It's like real and shit.
It's great.
I love how like weird CGI that is. His face there.
Yeah, it is. It's a weird artist rendition of it, the face.
Of the anime face in the game.
Yeah.
But there's just a little bit too much depth and cheekbone.
Yeah. It just looks bad.
It's just weird. It's weird. But yeah, fans sent us that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because we have really great fans. You can buy them complete for like $100 and it's still cheap. Wait, N64 isn't retro. I lost my virginity before that console came out. The N64, good sir, came out 22 years ago.
A long time.
22 years. You can walk into most gas stations and the employees will be younger than the N64.
Sure.
Or Resident Evil 2 for the N64. Yeah, get that great audio quality, just like in Mega Man 64, where it's just like compressed to shit. Mega Man 64 gets it even worse because they had to compress it enough where like it's half of the size of Resident Evil 2. Yeah, or a fourth even. But oh well, that's what I've been playing. Okay. I'm really looking forward to the next stream though. But and I guess I'll go ahead and promote some of the other videos we've done this week. We also did the Giving Games a Chance for Beautiful Joe 2, which Bob and I have been excitedly waiting for 4 months to do that video. Because we played Beautiful Joe 1 on a live stream in April, I believe.
Something like that. It was a long time ago.
And we just kept going, when are we going to get around to doing this? And then we finally played it, and it was better than we expected. Like, we both kind of expected to come back to it, and it'd just be like, fuck this game.
Right.
But it does have the Kamiya thing, where Kamiya writes the game and someone else directs it. And it's like, man, these directors need to tell Kamiya to shut up.
Right, they need to be fine with cutting things. It's like, no, just...
And then somebody else noted Okami had that problem, and I'm like, that was also Kamiya.
Right.
So it's almost like we're figuring something out about Kamiya here.
He likes writing a lot, okay?
But Silverbane's saying, I seriously remember the levels in Beautiful Joe 2 going worse after the first act, so maybe later on.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know.
Right.
We gave them a chance, not a playthrough. But, we did that Sonic Mania Plus, the weekly beating.
Jesus.
Episode 99 of the weekly beating. That was a great episode, let me tell you. We always do the podcast here on Twitch, and then we upload it later on YouTube. But, hey, Bob.
You're so zany.
Yes, that's zany. Diversifying.
Yes.
What games have you been playing since episode 85 of this podcast?
What, 5 years ago? Oh,
no, the other episode 85.
Okay.
Luckily, that actually didn't get that high.
Right. I actually picked up Time Spinner, a Metroidvania game we've been seeing for 3 or 4 years. Because his Kickstarter long ago, kind of went silent. Apparently, been updating like once or 4 times a year for the last few years, and it just came out. Just like, hey, here it is.
What's it on? You said PS4 Vita,
PS4
PC?
Vita, PC. I think PS3. Because oh man, that was that era of Kickstarters. Like, man, let's put it on everything.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, no, that hasn't changed, but
no, I'm just saying, what is that? 4 platforms? Mighty Number 9 laughs at such a thing. That's not even the correct number of digits in the number of platforms.
I think they said they want to put it on other stuff like Switch and things, but that's
sure, absolutely. I bet later. It's really unfortunate that they couldn't get that done in time.
Right.
I'm sure they're just happy to launch.
Yes. I hope it does well. It seems like I put a few hours into it now. It seems pretty fun. They do interesting things with the melee weapons. There's these flying orbs around you, and you can switch different parts of them, and you can add accessories to them that cause different status effects. Like one of them makes it so the orbs will light things on fire. Another one will makes it so the orbs always have little blades. So if you walk into somebody as they just float by you, they'll hurt it.
Oh.
Which isn't great for like attacking so much, but it's neat for like, oh, I ran into this candle and just automatically broke it.
Cywolf says, my favorite podcast was the one before the episode titled, You Can't See Our Dicks Now. Weird. Wonder what significance that one held. Mysteries. Gotta love this news desk.
It's magic.
Good old news desk. Saving us from the Cywolfs of the world.
But yeah, I wanna play some more of it. It's definitely seeing a whole lot better than Chasm.
Yeah.
Like on every level, there's good music.
Yeah, that was something I immediately clued in on. I'm like, wow, this music is literally infinitely better than Chasm's.
Yeah.
Because it's music.
The backdash feels appropriate, which Chasm just got that totally wrong, where you had to wait it felt like there was an extra couple frames before your backdash actually worked.
If I remember, there was an acceleration into it, which is weird because you want it to be burst and then decelerate at the end.
Right. Like, they just got it wrong in every way they could.
Silverrain, no, you can't backdash cancel as far as we've noticed.
Yeah, not
crouching doesn't work, swinging doesn't work. Who knows? Maybe tiny hops work.
Maybe. I hope there's something.
I always see that as a gross misuse of an ability, and you're breaking the game. But
I feel like
feel like when Ika made Symphony of the Night, he's like, they're definitely gonna backdash and shield through the whole castle.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, like, I feel like there's too much delay after a backdash to do another backdash. Like in other Castlevanias after Symphony, you could backdash more quickly than you can in this. Like, you can do it more.
Yeah, in Harmony of Dissonance, yeah.
Other than that,
maybe a little bit quicker in Aria of Sorrow. Aria of Sorrow, you're supposed to swing, do a backdash, and swing again, and that's like the coolest thing you can do with that. And then jump out of that second swing to swing again.
Right.
Land, swing, backdash, swing.
Yes.
And you just do this triangle of damage. Aria of Sorrow.
Good stuff.
So good. What else have you been playing, Bob?
I also have been playing the demo for Valkyria Chronicles 4. Played a little bit more of that.
Demo? Jeez, it sounds like you made
the demo is not out. You need to beat the demo to get extra stuff in the main game.
Okay, and that's why you haven't bought the main game yet.
Which, yes, I still haven't bought the main game. Because I was a fool. I was like, I'll pre-order the collector's edition. And then I saw what was in it, and I was like, I don't want to spend $100 on that.
You don't want the tiny tank?
The tiny tank is not cool. If it were just, it has some other cool stuff. Like, there's a journal that's like an art book and a recreation of the main character's in-game journal.
Yeah.
And it's got DLC that involves characters from the first Valkyria Chronicles.
But you're hoping that DLC's
I'm hoping that
separately.
I'm hoping that comes out separate later. Because that's what I really care about. And spending an extra $40 on that's a little much. But I did get my pre-order bonus.
What's your pre-order bonus? What is this?
It's a little cat.
It's a dog wearing a hat.
It's a dog wearing a hat that's also a hat.
Can you look at the camera so that way they can get the And then you gotta do like this, but with the bill of the hat on the there you go. Nice.
Okay.
That's a pretty good pre-order.
It is.
Bonus.
It's like really solid. But yeah, now I'm like, maybe I should get it on the Switch because that's portable. But yeah, Valkyria Chronicles 4 seems really good. I wanna play more of it. But just from the first few missions, you can really tell that they got the solid feel of the first game. Just add some extra classes to it, and that's basically it. Like, it feels like just like the first game again.
I am staggered by how many of my friends who have spent this entire time bitching about the lack of the Valkyria Chronicles actually ponied up the money.
Yes,
because
I didn't expect it.
Because it was half. It's currently half and half, which is more than I thought, which would be zero. Because as I see it, there are four: Jeff from GigaBoots, Zetsubo J from Halcyon.com, Bob from GigaBoots.com, and Fake Aggro.
Yes.
Fake Aggro and Jeff from GigaBoots both bought it, leaving Halcyon and you, Bob.
I know. I'm picking it up tomorrow. Okay.
He's it's in the mail. He's picking it up tomorrow.
I even break down buy that collector's edition, even though I just have to show the tank somewhere. I just have to find some place to show it.
I keep telling him, just stick bullshit you want from pre-order bonuses and other shit like in the boxes we send people.
What was
And they're like, what the fuck? And we got rid of all of our Skyrim stuff pretty effectively.
Right. Man, the scuff controller still hasn't shown up yet.
It still hasn't
shown up.
Can you explain to them? Maybe they haven't caught the last few podcasts where you brought this up.
Well, the scuff controller, it got delayed a whole month last time, so it's kind of at the end of August. And now here we are at the release date of it now. And they sent a few out, but they didn't send enough for the store that I ordered at to pick it up. So yeah. Hopefully they send more. I just don't know though. Yeah, and if you order from Scuff website, it's like give 2 to 3 weeks because this is back ordered right now.
Could be worse. Could be Black Magic.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We don't know when the Pocket 4K is hitting.
Right.
At all.
Honestly, I'm like,
I can raise this a little bit more.
In my
cool.
Like leading up to it, leading up to getting controller, I was like playing a lot more Devil May Cry 3 and 4, just like seeing what would make sense to put on the different buttons and things. And I'm like, maybe I should buy an Xbox Elite controller too. Maybe I'm just that kind of crazy.
I mean, you could.
I don't know. Trying to think if there's anything else major. Those were the main things
that you've been playing.
Yeah.
You didn't play anything on the Switch. Okay.
I feel like I might have downloaded something on the PS4.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I was really just time spinner. That was the main thing.
We watched the terrible Star Trek film. You only watched half. I watched the whole thing.
You stayed here and watched all of it?
I was busy. I was doing other stuff.
Okay. All right.
It's been a hell of a week.
Yeah.
Fucking week. Go fuck yourself.
But is that movie?
Which one is that?
That's 5, The Final Frontier.
5, The Final Frontier, where they go, what use does God have for a starship? That conclusion is so much dumber than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can tell Shatner just wrote it to be cool. I mean, I own Sonic Mania Plus on the Switch. Bob owns it on PS4.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get the Switch version.
Firehawk says, "Oh Lord, Star Trek 5 is bad. Star Trek 6 is so much better. Even 3 and 4 are better." Hey, whoa. 4, if it's the one with the whales, is the best one. Okay.
I do get a kick out of that one.
Wrath of Khan and 4 are the 2 best. The rest of them are kind of bad.
I don't know if I've even seen Search for Spock.
You mean the 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay. We can watch it. We can do that right after this podcast.
Oh no.
I'm sure
I do work in the morning, so I don't know if it's a good idea, but I might do it anyway.
Well, then we gotta get this podcast rolling, so let's get to news! News. Bands Fox from the fucking chat. News.
What, I worry that they can't even hear that, and that you're just saying that, like in this weird rhythm, and they're like, "What is he doing?"
I mean, I can simulate how that would be, and you can go back and watch this part later. You ready?
Oh no.
News. Here's the wrong theme. News. We can't hear any of that supposed. Spaceman, fuck off. Hey Bob. I heard we have some news.
So the internet's been played with this Bowsette character.
I'll leave you here. I will leave you here alone with them.
Oh no.
We both know you do not want that.
All right.
Sidewolf's in the chat. He will just send you dick pics. He'll be like, "Hey, did you hear this news?" And he'll insert a link in the chat. And you'll be like, "What news is
what's
this?
this?
Oh, it's a penis.
Huh.
Surprise! It's news."
So first article I got written down. PlayStation Now is now offering full game downloads of PS4 and PS2 games for offline play, because PlayStation Now before was previously a streaming only service.
Yeah, for those who don't know, that was like their Netflix offering, but even weirder, because you could, at first you had to rent the games individually or buy them, and then you could play them however much as you wanted, but it's still streamed from the cloud. Then it became you could pay for a subscription to the service and stream any of it, but you could only stream it from the cloud, which means intense input lag. Now PlayStation Now is working with PS4 and PS2, but not PS3, because they still haven't figured that out, which is understandable. Getting a PS3 game to run on a PS4, though, maybe just barely possible in some cases. Really fucking hard, I imagine.
Yeah, those
like they had
like
to.
PS3 is a mess.
PS3 is a fucking powerful machine on the CPU side, and the PS4 is far from that. I'm really looking
we just can't port the 360 games.
Now I'm not even sure it could do that, honestly. I mean, obviously the 360 is much less powerful on a CPU side than the PS3, but even still, it's still pretty fucking powerful. But yeah, only as hard as getting 360 games running on the Xbox One, Dan. Not true. SPUs are far more complicated. That's 8 different local storages you're simulating, along with the different transfer speeds in between all 8 of those. That is a lot more complicated. Just look at the progress that's been made on PS3 emulators on PC. It's not going great. But yeah, I feel like 360's emulation is easier for Microsoft because they built hard features into the platform itself to make it more possible. Like they did that at launch. A lot of people don't realize the Xbox One original model shipped with hardware features built into it to make 360 emulation a lot more possible.
Okay.
They put that, however, on the back burner, according to them, because they had to undo all of the network ties in the OS. Which saying they undid that is maybe overselling them, how well they accomplished that. Because you remember at launch what it would do when you didn't have the internet. It was like, oh, fuck you. You can't even use me.
I mean, that's still it. Like, if you're the first time you're booting it up, you need internet.
Which is insane.
Yeah. It forces you to, before you do anything, make an account.
I don't understand.
Which is insane.
I don't understand. I don't understand. No, Microsoft emulates a hardware layer with a virtual machine. They're not completely doing a static binary recompilation, and there are hardware features built into the Xbox One, as I just said, to help it do 360 shit. The PS4 does not have those, and if it did have those, I don't know what that would look like. I don't know what hardware features you could build into a PS4 to make it easier to. I mean, because for fuck's sake, there are 2 different programming, like, ugh. Yeah. The cell processor's a nightmare.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe the PS5 put a cell into the PS4. That was the original plan, but then they realized that would bankrupt them and nothing would go well. But yeah. Yeah. Meh.
I mean, it's good that they finally did it. It was dumb that it wasn't like that.
Yeah, with the PlayStation Now
with
thing,
PlayStation
absolutely.
Now. It would be great to see PS3 eventually, but I don't know if we'll ever.
I don't think we're going to see that on the PS4, but I think the PS5 will definitely have, with its Ryzen scale CPU, something powerful enough to begin to do that. Maybe. Because at that point, at least you have a core per cell processor.
They better do full back compat, like PS4, if nothing else.
That would be insane if they didn't.
Right, they will look so bad if they don't do that.
I'm gonna jump ahead in the news to talk about other things that would be insane if Sony didn't fix in time for the PS5.
Yeah.
Sony announced the crossplay. Crossplay is now possible for their platform in Fortnite.
I actually talked to the people who were angry that Fortnite was the first game. It was like, Fortnite's the biggest game. They're the ones with the pull power to start this.
Right. It is the biggest game, but it's upsetting that it's only Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the thing. That's what makes this look like Sony is making a special case for Fortnite and nothing else will get greenlit. Though I do think they announced 2 games, right? It was Fortnite and then also some other game is integrating it.
I don't think they announced a second game. They did at the bottom of that article about this be like, we do not sure what this means for other games yet. We were talking about it.
That's fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah,
they're like, we don't want to announce it platform wide. Oh, that would be too hard to deal with.
Right.
Look, Sony, I'm sorry you made a terrible fucking network. But if you don't fucking figure this out by the time PS5 rolls around, people are going to leave your fucking platform.
Yeah.
But in any case, but yeah, apparently that cross-play beta starts today. Blog post mentions other titles supporting this as a possibility.
Right.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Silvermane says this happens every time Sony's in the lead. Fuck everyone else. Don't even. Just fuck everyone.
Right.
That's way more than their motto. they're shooting themselves in the foot saying, yeah, fuck you, foot. Like, that's Sony for you. Oh man. I just, it's so upsetting because, you know, you don't see Nintendo out there being like, we're going to start cross-play beta. And Nintendo's network is the most fucked. Right. Sony can't even pretend their system's somehow more fucked than them.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea why they just want to do this in a way that
where they're not beholden to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why, you know, screw them. Yeah. Absolutely. They need to commit to fixing this. Okay, moving on to the next bit of news. Telltale Games laid off 275 employees, leaving them with a total of 25 employees who will stay to fulfill the company's obligations to its board and partners, which is, you know, the Minecraft story project for Netflix. And apparently later, Telltale employees former Telltale employees sued Telltale because, as it turns out, it's pretty illegal to fire that many people.
Yeah, that's like the way the article was worded is like, oh, it's illegal in California. It's like, no, it's extra illegal in California. It's just illegal everywhere.
Right.
It's like, wow.
Because California is just a little bit more progressive when it comes to most laws, a little bit more consumer protective,
right,
and a little bit more labor protective. Whereas a lot of states aren't. But yeah, no, illegal everywhere, extra illegal in California, kind of like it is in Europe, where it's like, no, you don't get to do that. Man, imagine if we just had blanket protections from corporations that respected us as organisms that need money to live. Weird. But yeah, no, it was super obvious Telltale was heading that way. The way they, like, I'm pretty sure every comment we've ever made about Telltale was how non-sustainable their model has always been.
Right.
There's no way you could have kept doing that. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And then they made a second Batman season. Like, this was one of the things I learned from this news story because I had a conversation. I can't believe they fucking did that Batman game. And then Bob was like, oh, they did 2 seasons. And I'm like, fucking what?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, did you even know they did a Guardians of the Galaxy game?
I did. I was one of the only people who knew.
Right.
I think the reason I knew is because I was looking up Guardians of the Galaxy on the PlayStation Network to either buy or rent the movie. Just to see how much that would have cost. And it brought up a Telltale game, and I'm like, like, I don't know a single gaming podcast that brought that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I understand, the second season of Batman, still on the same engine, still had problems, but I didn't exactly go around reading a ton of reviews after I found out about that. I just asked around.
Right. I'm sure that it doesn't run any better, but who knows? Maybe the story's not trash. I don't know.
Yeah. We got Dante Namikaze in here saying the second season is fun, and Firehawk said it was better, so maybe it is just writing and cutscene gameplay. Bob,
what's up?
When I read the title of this product, I did not believe you. I knew what the product was immediately when I read the title. I knew that it had been announced. I apparently did not hear the name correctly. Bob, you're telling me the standalone VR headset launching in spring 2019 for $399 with 64 gigs of internal storage from Oculus is called Oculus Quest.
Yes.
Does Chex Quest come out on it? Does it ship with Chex Quest?
We don't know. There are 50 titles. It could be Chex Quest.
I mean, that would be...
They could have put Chex Quest. It could have been brave enough.
I believe the word for that would be ideal. Oculus Quest 64. We can hope, you know? Let's get a hold of those developers and see what we can do. See if we can make some deals.
Yes.
But yeah, apparently there are 50 titles at launch, and it comes with touch controllers and has the Vader... Apparently some episodic VR series called Vader Immortal was announced and is going to be made by Ninja Theory.
Yeah. Ninja Theory making a Star Wars VR game. It's going to be 3 episodes long, apparently.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm interested in that because most of what Carmack's been working on, in fact, all of what he's been working on over at Oculus, is solving in-out tracking where you use internal cameras and systems to track the room.
Right.
Instead of using pillars to track your relative motion.
And I guess this does that. This doesn't do any sensors in the room.
Right.
It's just
wireless controllers and everything on your head.
Head or stand up or sit down.
Yeah. Which is pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in that.
It seems neat. I hope that it has enough power in there to actually like power or run these VR games.
I feel like it could, you know, like say you had a GPU on scale with like what's in the latest iPhone. It doesn't, for the record.
Right.
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
Like it's half the price of that.
Right, but that doesn't mean dick because Apple makes a shitload of margins on all of their products. But no, it's that Apple has a 7nm system on a chip. You know, they have the first 7nm chip in the market. So yeah, like it's not going to have something that powerful. But if it has something near that power, you could easily see them like powering some really great looking games. You know, probably not to scale to PS4, of course.
I think they already showed off. I don't know if they officially announced it, but they showed off the rock climbing game that we played at the Oculus thing.
At Best Buy. Yeah, we went to Best Buy when they used to pay people to shill Oculus stuff there.
God, those guys were getting paid like big.
They were
big
getting
bucks.
paid.
If I like could
weren't running a
regular
YouTube channel, you could take that spare time and just go do that. So about how the less you stream, the more money you make. Until you're ninja.
But they also showed. I think they showed that, or they may have mentioned that wizard thing that Insomniac made.
I can't hear the weird wizard and not think of Jim Ratgazer going wizard.
Oh, here is
the Aqua Team thing.
Oh, right, the wireless wizard.
Well, the wireless wizard was that was strong bad. That was
right. He's the WWW wizard.
Yes,
he's
yes. But that's cool. I'm interested. 400 seems like a bit much, but I mean, it's a bit much for me. But it makes perfect sense for the product.
Right.
You know, that seems affordable for a standalone headset with built-in everything,
right.
64 gigs of storage,
it's 400
and wireless controllers.
Yeah, it's 400 for the VR PlayStation stuff. 300.
No, it was 400 at launch.
Okay.
They cut it down since then.
Yeah, 300. You know, if they continue forward with VR on PlayStation, they really should replace the controllers. Like the headset.
You're saying the Move controllers aren't good enough?
Yes.
Bob, how about I let you know how VR is going to go for Sony in the future?
Sure.
Dr. Richard Marks no longer works at Sony.
Is he the guy who did...
He's the guy. He's iToy, he's PlayStation Eye, he's the VR thing, he's all of that. Guess where he works, Bob?
Steam.
He works at Oculus.
What in the world? Why'd they let him go? How'd they... He must have had some high bidders.
I mean, it was either Oculus or Steam. Or Valve. I'm pretty sure it was Oculus, but you know. Oh, you're talking about Wonderbook? Wonderbook happened. Wonderbook's a thing, Well, if you can go and buy that from GameStore. Also, hi, Momo.
I doubt that's true, but you can probably find it somewhere. Probably go to eBay.
I did say a contemporary GameStore.
Yeah, no. I'm doubting you can find that. Okay, say we were in a used game store. Okay.
Right. Hell yeah, I'd buy Wonderbook off of eBay for like $20 and just keep it around as a, you know this? And everyone looks at it confused, being like, no. And I'm like, exactly.
You have to have it hooked up to a CRT, make it just look rustic and like it's some sort of adventure they're going on.
Oh my God. Pretend an NES is running it.
Yes.
How retro vintage. But hey, we got some good news to talk about here. We got Castlevania Requiem, which is a bundle of Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. So the full title, of course, is Castlevania Requiem, Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood, which was announced exclusively for the PS4 and is going to launch on October 26th, which is the same day that Season 2 of Castlevania comes out.
That makes sense.
So I'm taking that day off from work as well.
That makes sense.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We need to binge that.
What
Jesus.
Day of the week?
Oh, no.
It's a much longer season, too, so...
Man, what?
I'm not.
Is that the same day Red Dead launches? I think it is.
It's Friday. It's a Friday. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. My life is ruined.
No.
Well, guys, Mega Man Maker may not be on Friday that week. Maybe it's more of a Sunday thing.
It's just going through some times.
It's just a damn. But yeah, apparently it's going to be those original games emulated. They're going to be upscaled to 1080p and 4K. What is this high resolution background? So you mean like borders?
Border arts. Yeah, that's how they worded it. So that's how I worded it. I was like, okay,
cool.
I know.
Oh, smoothing options, my favorite.
Right? I was like, really? Okay, I'm putting it on here.
Trophy support, which I'm legit interested in. Yeah. Everything else, I'm like, meh.
They said that the trophy, it'll be tough to get all of them. But I mean,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
You will try to be tough. You don't know what's up with me. I'm sorry, your contract states every Friday.
Darn it, Fox.
Whatever. We'll pay Vox to fly down here. Her, Tosh, and Chloe will run the Mega Maker live show.
And we'll be in our Castlevania cave.
And we'll just be like doing the Devil May Cry troll dance on over.
And also, Dan, it uses the DualShock 4 speaker to make sounds when you pick up items.
That's amazing. That's the best feature. I don't know. I'm okay with that. I'm pretty excited.
Since they just said the generic term of original games emulated, I'm like, are they going to try and translate Rondo at all? Are they going to have the retranslation of Symphony? What's up? I want to know.
The weird thing is, somebody said that based on the script that Alucard reads in some of the promotional stuff that got out, it appears to be the PSP retranslation, redub. But I'm like, I didn't see a single fucking image with script.
Yeah, every image I saw, it seemed like it was intentionally no script on it. Like it was even a text box with nothing in it.
Right. So I don't know. I got nothing. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Wait for it. Was announced for arcades in Japan.
I thought that was hilarious. I had to put it in here.
That's just so dumb.
It's finally hitting arcade. So after so long, what's it been, like 4 years or something? It feels like it.
Vox says we need to fly her down, and she'll do the Mega Man Maker live stream with Aggro and Xeon, and we need to make logos that say Mega Shoes. But yeah, Firehawk noted on Twitter that the reason it's exclusive to PS4, the Castlevania Requiem, is that apparently the port job or emulation is done by Sony, which has me convinced that it's just emulating the PSP, running those ports / emulation. So
right, I saw the Firehawk link that article to us, and I read it, and I was like, that seems really like they could be implying more than actually was said by the statement. But who knows?
I look forward to finding out which one has worse input latency, that or the X Legacy Collection. I'm guessing the X Legacy Collection will still take the cake because of the SNES games being so fucking bad.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's no way it's that bad. But who knows? This is mystery territory. But hey, that emulator was used for Power Apper the Rapper, which is a
rhythm game.
So hopefully
time sensitive. But that was a native game on the PSP.
Yes.
It was wholly remade for the PSP and then just ported for the... So who knows? Who knows?
God, if Sony just freaking thought about anything, they would have a whole store filled with PSP games.
Yeah. No, they would be talking to Disney and Square Enix about Birth by Sleep being on there. But, Square Enix just re-released it themselves.
I don't think they could get that one. But everything else.
Third birthday?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Right?
Fuck anyone who says otherwise. That game's really great. And then that scientist dude shows up, and it gets weird. It gets really uncomfortable. But are you getting the new Mario Party? Shit, when is that coming out?
It's October. I think it's like in a... Oh no, is it next week? It might be Friday next week. Good God.
At least it's not fucking Mega Man.
Yeah, it's not the same day as Mega Man.
It's not Mega Man 11. Because guess what? Not sure if you heard, but literally fucking nothing else is happening that day. 22
Assassin's Creed's coming out.
No one fucking cares.
I know.
22 fucking years. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I can't stress that enough. Hey, Final Fantasy 15 Terror Wars collaboration was announced.
Which Terror Wars, if you don't know, is Terror Battle's next game. Even though Terror Battle 2 was fully canceled and taken off all servers, shut down. But this collaboration's crazy. They fully rendered one of the characters from Terror Battle 2 who's like one of the central plot characters in Final Fantasy 15 engine. She has dialogue. She like you go around with her and she helps you in combat.
In the console version of 15?
Yes, in every version of 15, it's out.
That's insane. But hey, that's cool because for those who don't know, Terra Battle was made by Sakaguchi.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Hironobu Sakaguchi.
I really like. I think the art in Terra Battle is really good. It's cool to see it like in this level of fidelity. I hope that this is kind of a sign of what Terra Wars is going to look like. Because Terra Wars is, like I said, the next game.
Yeah.
I hope that they are going for something like big budget.
That's console?
Yeah, that's console. That's not phone game this time.
Do they have a publisher?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay. Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Kill la Kill the game, if. We'll follow Satsuki Kirin in an alternate story that diverges from the anime's plot. But apparently it's written by the original writer of Kill la Kill, so that's good.
Right, so I was psyched for that. This isn't much news article, but I was like, hey, I'm really excited.
How much dumber can you make the game, though? Is that possible?
I don't know.
Whoa! Luigi gave us 1,000 bits, which is like $10.
$10.
That's insane. Because wait, here, boys, have 1K. $10 worth about because it gives a first-time discount. May as well play that new sound effects again. October 5th for Mario Party, by the way. So next week's Friday. Yeah. Oh man. But what was that? Is that breaking news? We got 1,000 bits from Luigi.
Thank you, Luigi.
Luigi is now Super King Big Dick over here on the leaderboards. He's literally more than 100 times as generous as Pass the Remote in Spaceman Smith. He is 200 times as generous as Pass the Remote and 1,000 times as generous as Spaceman Smith.
Pretty good.
It's pretty fucking generous.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's newsworthy.
It's generosity news.
Where's that news network? I would appreciate that.
Probably enough of the news team, don't you think?
I think he paid $10. That's what I think.
Oh, okay.
That's the future I believe in. You know, we could read news while the news theme.
I guess we can just keep going.
Yeah.
They announced or not. Whatever, Dan. Yeah. They announced mouse and keyboard support stuff for Xbox One, which is something that apparently they previously announced, but now has like solid dates. It's going to be out in October with that beta program they do for their stuff.
Where it's like
Xbox Insider, I think.
Insider, yeah.
In the first game of the sports, it's going to be Warframe.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's up to developers to decide if they want to support this. It's not like a just console-wide rollout.
Here's the thing. Between this and the crossplay, I think Microsoft's leveraging really, really good things to help them differentiate themselves and pull ahead of Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Because Sony can't make a mouse and keyboard driver that's going to stand up to snuff with Microsoft's. They can't. They've never written a mouse driver ever. It's always been up to the developer to write their own.
Right.
So Microsoft's going to be like, hey, you can play across platforms and also use mouse and keyboard if you want. And Sony's like, you maybe could play across platforms. We're not too sure. You probably don't even want to.
I mean, who would want to touch those guys?
Yeah. Oh, man. Those fucking PCMRs, they're basically Nazis. Why else would they say Master Race? So take down your article, whoever put PC Master Race in the title of their article, because you're pro-Nazi. I wish this were more farcical and less real than it actually is. But hey, Bob, that's pretty major news if you ask me. It sounds pretty newsworthy.
Yeah, hopefully that turns out okay. I want to see.
I'm sure it's fine. The thing's fucking Windows.
Right. It should be fine. It should be fine.
But yeah, Warframe's going to be the first game to support it, so we'll be able to do very direct comparison between the Xbox One X version of Warframe and the PC. And
right, as soon as that gets out of beta and we get to actually have it here, because we aren't in the Insider program.
But I guess something you can opt into, right?
We might be able to. I thought that it was like you needed to opt into it and then they need to like contact you or something like that.
And then the mothership arrives.
Yes.
So Bob, this next bit of news actually has me hyped.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
It's good. It's top notch. Mm-hmm.
You gonna read it or want me to read it? How's this work?
I want to hear you read it.
Okay. Skrillex and Hikaru Utua, this Kingdom Hearts lady, are working on the opening to Kingdom Hearts 3, which is called Face My Fears.
It's collaboration. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. That is the exact level of productions we need. Because for those who don't know, Skrillex actually started as like a producer of music.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then he became an artist, and then he started doing a lot of collaborations for his albums.
Right.
Which a lot of music critics criticized as, well, there's no cogent or coherent theme or production value to this album. And it's like, well, no, it's like the core Skrillex experience filtered through 12 different filters, which is interesting. But they view that as like, it's more like a collection of singles. Which I thought that was obnoxious. But I find this interesting. The idea of Hikaru Utada filtered through Skrillex.
Yeah, no.
Or vice versa.
Like, apparently, Skrillex was just planning to remix her song that she made for...
Oh, like the original?
No, the one she made from the new game. I can't remember the name of it. But he was planning to just do that. Yeah. And I guess that some other producer got involved. Was like, no, actually work together, make something.
Instead of remixing her bad song, how about you two make a good song? And then he was like, wow, that was how could you say something so courageous yet brave? He's like, look, dude, I've had to sit through 30 trailers to have that theme. That's how. The theme's bad. So I'm excited. Yeah. I'm really glad they're making a new theme because I legitimately do not like that theme for the third game, but I also did not like that theme for the second game.
Right.
Because they're bad there.
I like the theme for the second game a lot more than the third one, but
Cywolf says nothing will beat simple and clean. What about dubstep simple and clean? And then Cable kicks the door down because he's owned by Disney now too, and he says, no. Dubstep is for pussies. And then he bits up Woody from Toy Story.
Because he loves dubstep, I guess.
Yeah, Woody would love dubstep.
Look at the guy.
Not liking Kingdom Hearts is one of my most hipster attributes. I don't know. I would say that's pretty fucking normie to not be into... I would say the majority of people don't get into Kingdom Hearts because you can watch one trailer for Kingdom Hearts and go, man, that thing's way up its own ass. You gotta be the type of person who's willing to let something into your heart that is way up its own ass, and most people aren't prepared for that. Metal Gear Solid snuck its way into people's hearts while being way up its own ass because they had cool military shit.
Right, it was like, no, this is serious, this is for real, this is military.
And then hard cuts to Snake and a Locker kissing a boob on a poster of some cam girl. Cam girl is not what that is, but in any case, some etchy artist. And then he's like, and then he calls Otacon, and Otacon's like, Snake! And then it's like, and they didn't know that from the trailer. The trailer just had cool mechs and sinking ships and guns. They got tricked. Kingdom Hearts just comes out of the gate with its dumb. And, I
mean, look, Dan.
Sometimes though, what happens is you're such a huge Disney fan, right?
Right.
That like you zone out the parts that are like them talking about how nobody's heartlessness.
That's how almost the entirety of the normie fan base interacts with Kingdom Hearts. They love the Disney stuff. They just got introduced to it as a kid and still love it.
Okay.
They don't think about how silly the story's gotten. They don't care.
But Rebel Winter says, I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game, but now I'm interested. There's some pretty great things in Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3.
Yes.
There's some really great moments in 3 where it's just like a normal cutscene that's dramatic and everything is going on. And if you hit R1, you can see how Snake is just staring at someone's boobs. And it's like, what? But, I think that's the case. I got into Kingdom Hearts for the short bit that I was, just because it looked like it was going for a Secret of Mana type combat system, but in 3D, and it had really nice graphics. Yeah. Like the art style and execution of it for the PS2 was top fucking notch. That's what got me in. But I know a lot of people are, say, Handsome Joe and have a giant boner for Disney and don't care about mechanics or anything like that. And then he's like, I love Disney. Herpy derp. I don't think not being into Disney is hipstery though. I don't think Disney is as mainstream as it once was. I feel like when we were growing up, Disney had a much more broad, massive appeal, but like when you look at Disney now, they haven't made a Disney film that was like important aside from
Frozen.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. Aside from Frozen, really, like it's that
like
and Wreck-It Ralph,
right?
And those are the two peaks over the last 15 years,
right? And then they keep doing all these live action remixes of their old IP, and it's like, oh man, that's not the same.
But that's the thing: the younger people aren't watching that. The younger people don't have that heavy nostalgia for Disney, like people our age do, because they're like, I grew up with Beauty and the Beast, and The Little Mermaid.
I feel like there's probably still a lot of parents like feeding them the old Disney films, like those.
Possibly, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. No, they're feeding them YouTube.
That's true.
I was like, oh no.
What?
Because YouTube is free. There's no hidden cost of raising your kids on YouTube.
No.
Oh, the next generation of YouTubers is going to be fucking weird. Why do people always skip over Tangled?
I haven't seen Tangled. Have you seen Tangled?
No. I was like,
do you know anyone who's seen Tangled?
I think Tosh did.
Okay.
I'm not like, wait, I saw Tangled, and then I thought about it. I was like, no, that's that Pixar film that can't Brave.
Oh yeah, Brave is
that was bad.
Yeah, everybody seemed to say that. Like, there doesn't seem to be any positivity around that.
Apparently what happened, according to a person who left Pixar and then wrote a giant expose on it, is Pixar had a really insanely sexist culture, and apparently still does to this day. And Brave is what happens when a female director and female writer is apparently ejected from the project because the male half of the company is really, really unsure about the direction of the movie. Apparently.
That's great to hear, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to think of Pixar as sexist. That's a great feeling, right? Right here. No, they apparently I also saw Brave and briefly confused it with Tangled just now. They came out around the same time and people did not have glowing responses to either. So
I kind of
But hey, Tangled is in Kingdom Hearts, so you're going to have to fucking watch it, Bob.
I honestly have been wanting to see it. Like, the
Bob,
trailers didn't look bad.
Bob, we need to start a new podcast. New podcast.
Is it in preparation for Kingdom Hearts podcast?
Yes, but we're not playing a single game.
Okay.
We're just watching the movies, and every episode's us writing down what we want to see in the game.
Yes.
We have to come up with 3 gameplay ideas each.
Man, I really want to do this podcast. I feel like that is great.
It's just gonna be like, I want to see the part where Ursula does blank, you know? I want to see a flying shooter where Ursula's just shooting missiles out of her tentacles, and it's basically the X zone from Star Fox 64. That'd be pretty good.
You do actually fight Ursula in the 3DS one.
Yes, you do.
He just opens up.
Yeah,
on
I've
that
seen that.
like...
Digital Foundry used that scene as a comparison of the PS4 version of that game and the 3DS original. Disney versus Super versus GT versus Sliders. Ursula with tentacles, but she's hot. Hey, Fox. What if you're into 50-year-old women that are quite frankly obese? Then she's already there.
Looked like Rebel's already on it.
Also, it's confusing, right? Because, like, you want her to be more hot, but have more tentacles and not more feet? I don't understand what your angle is here, and quite frankly, I don't want to. Super crowned that bitch. Okay, we're moving. Bob?
Yeah.
Pass the remote, that's amazing. Skullomania was announced for SNK Heroines, thus proving that is the best game because it has Femme Skullomania and Femme Terry Crews.
Terry Bogard.
Sorry. Femme Terry Crews is very different.
Yes. That's so very similar, honestly.
But amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Also, it's funny because I didn't think about how Skullomania's victory animation is him doing this and throwing out his chest and being like, ah, ha, ha, ha. And now he has boobs, so it's just even weirder. Because it's like, now the camera's just staring at his boobs, or her boobs, as she just shoves it in. It's like, ha, 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 I won. And I was like, that really worked out for you, didn't it, King of SNK? But no, I'm really hyped.
Yeah, no, that'll be
like Skullomania's voice actress is fucking top notch. The attacks are all there. I'm so excited. If only that game looked good. What are you talking about, Fox? It looks beautiful. Bob, do you think you'll be able to buy outfits for Femme Skullomania?
Like, it'd be weird if you did
put a crown on her.
What do you... Oh, God, have you seen that people have been turning Terry Bogard in SNK into Bowsette? Like, apparently there's enough outfit options to do that. It's awful.
Soul Calibur 6 network tests are taking place between September 28th and 30th. I guess that means we get to play.
Yeah, we get to
online
play it.
for
I got
free.
it downloaded. It's gonna start tomorrow.
Yeah, like that's today.
8 a.m. in the Pacific time. So over here, that's like 11 or something.
You have to be at work at 11.
I know, but it's going all the way through the weekend. So I'm sure after the
don't do the live stream.
After the live stream, we can play.
We just don't do the live stream. We can play it immediately.
Yeah, that's true.
What if one of us gets to play it and the other one has to do the live stream?
No.
Oh man, I'm really excited for Soul Calibur 6. I'm glad we get to play it soon.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have a video up for you guys to watch. Also, we have upcoming videos. Bob, we're giving games a chance for a certain horror game.
Oh
sequel.
Yeah.
Game that
exciting.
That was on the PS2. That was a sequel to a PS1 horror game that involved psychic powers. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but look forward to it. Dan, can you think of any reason why the new Tomb Raider makes me physically sick like God of War PS4 does? Are you playing in 4K, Sidewolf? Because that would be checkerboard rendering, which would do it.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't look right. Breaking news, Bob does the live stream by himself tomorrow. When are you giving Deadly Premonition a chance? Good question. I've owned it on Steam for 4 years.
Right?
And yet I've barely booted it. But yeah, we should give Deadly Premonition a chance. And, next month, we're hoping to make the theme for giving games a chance, giving spooky games a chance.
Oh, man. I guess the next one does launch within that. So, yeah.
No, that was pretty intentional. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to find some spooky games.
And like maybe Deadly Premonition. That's spooky, right?
Yeah. It's supposed to be. Everybody keeps putting horror in the tags.
Yeah. So that's pretty spooky. But okay, what a terrible game to do for that. What? Deadly Premonition? What are you talking about? It's plenty spooky. Pfft, hater. In any case, we're gonna go. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of the GigaBoots podcast. I still haven't done a boys.
This month's GigaBoots were brought to you by our glorious executive producers, Vincent Poper, Nicholas Cameron, E. Lee Broyles, Brendan O'Sullivan, Starfalcon, Trouncing Trogdor, Spaceman Spiff, Belezra, Danny Richardson, Dryzar, and Wardonis. Thank you to all of our executive producers, and also these guys. Head on over to patreon.com/GigaBoots today so we can make more videos like this.